Saturday, March 27th, and on the agenda today is we're going to be cleaning, deburring the spar under here, and then once we're done with that, we're going to start looking at doing the riveting on this. I think we're going to wet rivet the stainless rivets here rather than doing priming across here. I think I've talked about this before. I'm not super concerned about this. I know, and we've primed other stuff like on fading surfaces and whatnot, but super dry climate where we live. Not planning to have it near any moisture. It's going to be hangered. All that. So anyways, we didn't do any priming or wet riveting on the top side. So when this gets painted, I mean, this is going to be sealed up when it's painted too, so yeah, I don't know, it is what it is, I guess. And we'll wet rivet this side and go from there. So we ended up pulling out, we pulled 6 rows of Clecos out. That'll give us enough room to get up under here to deburr under there and get in there with a vacuum and clean that stuff out. So how do we get inside of here to get the deburr those holes? That's what I've been trying to figure out. And what we came up with is I just took a piece of wood trim that I've got on hand, took some 400 grit, rubber banded it around the end, and then we just reach in through the holes that are the lightning holes in the spar. Reach in through there with the stick, and it's kind of hard to see with it on this angle, but reach in through here and sand up against the bottom inside here to just knock those burrs off of there. There's a few big chunks in there, but so that's what we're kind of working on now, is get this up inside of there. Actually, I guess it goes, I kind of angle it over on this side so this corner gets up against these holes on the underside and get that stuff, get those edges off of there. So that's what we're working on right now. Uh-huh. I thought you were using a stick.
No, there's my finger.
Oh.
Because now I can feel it in there.
Oh, you can. She's just reaching through the hole in the rib there, getting a bunch of junk on your finger, but just reaching up there through that lightning hole in the spar and sanding the back side of those holes. Okay, we're ready to get started on riveting. We got everything cleaned out here. We also went through, you've seen me do it on the other, seen us do it on the other riveting jobs, is we've marked on the wing which rivets go where. So we've got 42s here and 41s. We got that all marked out on the wing, which rivets go where. And then we've got our string, our don't rivet here string, so we're not riveting this end rib, the inner rib in. And we've also got our rivets marked here for no rivet, so we won't rivet from here back because we still have to match or transfer drill and then final size this back spar for riveting. So there we go. Okay, had to drill out a rivet here. That one went in crooked. My hand slipped when I pulled the rivet, so it went in crooked. So I drilled that out, and I recorded that, so I'll show you that right now, how we got that out of there. We're about as far as we wanted to go today. Got everything riveted back to this rivet line. Next thing we'll be doing is we'll uncleco all of this, pick this skin up, and then we'll drill the holes for the rivets in the rear spar. We wet riveted these stainless steel ones, these countersunk stainless steel. Those came out really well. Happy with how that whole process went pretty slick. We've got our inspection cover trim rings clecoed in, so once we get done riveting everything else, we'll come back through and rivet all these in and get those done. And I showed you that we did the same thing what we did before. We wrote the rivet numbers on the wing to make sure we got the right rivets in there, and that worked pretty slick. Yeah, I guess I could just said tomorrow we'll be up to, hopefully we'll get this finished out, get this wing finished, and then we will be building a wing rack to store this, and then we'll get started on the the other wing. Start the whole thing over again. Hopefully it should go a little faster since we've gained quite a bit of experience on this wing here. Plus we had a lot of extra stuff we had to do with that pitot. The pitot took up quite a bit of time getting that figured out, where that was going to go, fabbing up the mount, doubler, cutting the hole in the wing, doing all that. So that's where we're at. Yeah, really appreciate the views, comments, and questions. I've learned a lot from you folks when you give me suggestions. I always take those seriously, research them, and you know, I don't always do what you say, but I definitely check it out. So anyways, that's where we're at for now, and yeah, that's it for now. Have a good night.